Good afternoon, this is Chris Brecher with the Simpler Stocks free video for September 7th, 2016. As you see here, it's about 23 minutes before the close. Today was all about weird day. We have right now the ES is up about 350. We have the NQs up 26. Russell down 60 cents. Gold way up today. Dollar way down. Bonds way up. Crude oil up a little. Dow Jones Transport's down a bit. You have in here the Adv-Decl. It's actually pretty weak right now, up all of 275. So what do I think that this is all about? There's one word in there, Trump. The polls in here over the weekend show that Trump is gaining in the polls. Why does that matter to the market? Because in here, that Trump, a lot of his policies, whether you want to believe them or not, are really good for infrastructure, but a lot of people, I'm just saying right now, people are interpreting it as if it's anti-growth. That's why the growth stocks, the TF is down 70 today. This is why the dollar is way down, and it's why the bonds are way up and why gold's up. The whole idea in here, and this is the paradox today. If you think that Trump adds a degree of uncertainty into the country if he got elected, you would think the VIX would be up instead of getting pounded. Look at the VIX futures down 39 cents. That's a lot. So the VIX itself up a teeny bit, but I'm telling you the UVXY, the VIX futures, getting pounded today. But if you were looking at other things, dollar down, bonds up, gold up, just people a little nervous in there temporarily. This is what's going to happen up to November now. If there's a poll swing one way or the other, you're going to get these wild moves like this. It makes perfect sense. The other way to look at this, though, is why did gold stop where it did? Well, gold stopped because it was at support. If I can get this to work in here. As you see, gold went right to support, right in this area around 1300. If you want to be a little more picky about it, go on a weekly, go on a daily. And I'm telling you right now, you could go through all these lines, fire lines, tree lines. Go on price support and resistance. Right there. See those little candles? That was the bottom on both of them in here. Right in this area. Just beautiful in there on how that works. So I just want you to keep that in mind that a lot of times we make this harder than it has to be. Just look for the price support and resistance first. Try to combine it with other things after that. So going back to the overall market, what are we seeing there? That actually the ESs are acting great considering the uncertainty in the polls. Right now the ES is up 4 points. Adv-Decl pretty weak, but I'm telling you right now, it's all a question of what is pulling what up. And what you're seeing right now is the NASDAQ in its strength is pulling up the ESs. The ESs look like they were going to fall apart this morning right in here, but the NQs having this big old rally near the top of this range right here is keeping the ESs levitated. Now what we're going to be watching is 78-minute charts of both. As you can see on here, this has cleared this area right here. This is right at this area. A lot of people still see the squeeze in here on the 78 on the ESs. Let me take off the futures on the left. And the way I look at it, if we go up here, it's not the huge rally, but it's another 10 points. Very possible in here, so we'll see what happens on the close in this area. The way I look at it, I go in and I like to hedge with the ES on the short side, even though right now I'm not sure that's even necessary. And then I like to look for stocks that look good on a chart. We actually, on the premium side, I can't tell you how many of our trades have been working spectacular. Not only the longs, but the shorts. We showed unusual option activity last week in CTRP. And we're talking about most of the Asian ADRs are going crazy today on the upside. Look at Baidu today up 10 balloons up here. And you have CTRP down 2 points on announcement of a secondary. I'm telling you, this option activity is working pretty well. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, on Simpler Stocks, we have the $7 30-day trial. And your trial includes a number of different things in here. It includes, and let me show you the chat room where I talk from 9 to 10 a.m. every morning. The premium video is much more in depth and specific from what you're hearing now. We also have the email alerts. In there every morning, I put at least 6 index and futures charts, stock trades and charts ideas. This time I put 24 of them in there, and unusual options activity. Very proud of my unusual options activity. In fact, our views of the unusual options activity are huge in here, as you see. The idea in there is a lot of the ones we've shown have worked. I don't post 100 a day. I try to post ones that'll work. And we've had from CTRP to PANW to Goodyear, one after another has been working. So try to take advantage of the $7 trial. See if you like it. Like I said, thousands of people have. And our conversion rate to our normal monthly subscription, which is $79, our conversion rate is one of the highest in the industry. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will be with you first thing tomorrow.